everyone. If you've got me on your screens right now, you are watching E-Box Inspiring. Welcome, and can I say it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. Now, this is the maiden edition of our excitement cram show, E-Box Inspiring. My name is Mabel, and I'm here to give you full-on guide throughout this episode from start to finish. Now, kicking off the show is world-famous DJ CAISE. Here's a man who appeared to have everything: a graduate degree as well as a master's from a UK university, a lucrative job in a bank. He was living the Nigerian dream, but he dropped all of that in a moment amid skepticisms and criticisms from family and friends for a passion: disc jockeying. Let's hear his story and find out how all of that worked out for him.
In 1935, the term disc jockey was coined by Walter Winchell. It was used to describe Martin Block of ABC Radio. He was a radio announcer who used records to create illusion that he was broadcasting from a ballroom with the nation's top dance band playing live. His creation was to make him the first star radio announcer and a national celebrity. Fast track 70 years in Lagos, Nigeria. A young man would give up a UK education, a bank job, and critics to be called a disc jockey. Meets Chalk Boy and Beat FM 99.9 disc jockey DJ CAISE.
My name is Derry Phillips. I am a former choir boy, Cathedral Church of Christ.
Growing up in a household of bountiful love, his parents were instrumental to his love for music, registering him in the church choir at a very young age.
My dad in particular was very keen on me joining the choir. So when I was really young, I've been in the choir and learning about music which has helped me even till this day.
Music was going to be a big part of his education as well.
I went to St. Saviour's Primary School in Timeta. That was good. Yeah, once again, music classes that weren't very cool, but still I ignored them, and I'm regretting them greatly till this day.
Regrets that would follow him into secondary school at Atlantic Hall, where even though he was asked to join the choir and music class, he refused, instead enjoyed making noise, doing music his own way and dancing, not knowing music would come calling in future. Music would finally find her way with him when he traveled to the UK for his first degree and master's.
It was actually by chance one of my friends, who was a big-time DJ in the Union, fell sick, and I used to ask him all the time, to show me how to DJ. And then one day, I just walked up to him. I was like, "Listen, you have to show me how you do this. Tell me how you mix two songs and you create that moment." So he did, and then from then on, I just started playing at the University Union, and then it was a good experience, something I really enjoyed, because you had people from all over the world being there and learning how to play music to satisfy someone from China, from Russia, whatever. That was definitely a big teaching ground.
Creating moments by fusion of songs would become an obsession for the young Nigerian. With parents hoping he would toil the corporate life, DJ CAISE returned to Nigeria with a degree and a master's from Reading University, UK. He immediately got a job working in a bank.
I wasn't very happy, let's just put it that way, because in as much as it was the right thing to do and it might be the right thing to do for some people, it just wasn't for me. That's not what I feel I was going to do. I think music is what I was going to do.
His action was rewarded by an accidental meeting of the GM of Beat FM in Nigeria, Lagos. An audition was fixed and he created a beat that was to make him famous.
I take a Two-Face song, Two-Face Implication with the Calvin Harris flashback, and then I put it together, which is actually done by mistake. I didn't intend to do anything fantastic, but I did it, and then I took it to Beat FM, and then they put it on, and the requests just kept on coming for more.
With parents fuming and friends criticizing his decision to quit banking, DJ CAISE was lost for words to get them to understand his decision.
Trying to get my parents to understand that was an extremely difficult process.
An opportunity would come soon, and his gift would be called upon to answer critics and family.
The saving grace was when I went to Big Brother Africa. My dad is a huge fanatic of Big Brother Africa, And then before that, he was literally fuming that I quit my job at the bank. Fuming, to say the least, that how could you, blah, 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 blah. And then when he heard I was going, he was smiling, but he was still upset about me DJing. When I came back, and it was such an amazing performance, he couldn't stop talking about it. I think literally overnight he became a DJ CAISE fan, the biggest DJ CAISE fan. So, I mean, I think they just got to understand that, okay, listen, this is something he's passionate about, he does well, and I mean, the education thing, I think education is never wasted. It changes the person you are, and it molds you for future endeavors. I mean,
now he is one of the most sought after DJ in Nigeria and the world, with awards coming from all over. DJ CAISE has been likened to David Guetta.
My brand and my achievements are heavily based on what he's accomplished in terms of him being a DJ, a very good DJ, and then being a fantastic producer. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's the realm I'm trying to get into. Being a producer is a very difficult thing to do. I have so much respect for producers, because being a DJ is more of taking people's songs and then creating your own set or your own song out of it. So you have a 2-hour set. But then being a producer, you have to take sounds, and with those sounds you compose a song. It's a very demanding, and you have to be very patient person to be able to do it. I know a lot of my friends that can't be a producer even if they try, because such a slow, painstaking task. But I mean, the reward when you do a good track and then people are dancing on stage, or they're happy when they listen to it, or they get some kind of message out of it, it's very fantastic. So that is the reason why I would love to be the Nigerian David Guetta. Actually, let me take that back. I would love to be the Nigerian DJ CAISE. Yes.
This multi-talented DJ has a lot planned for the Nigerian entertainment industry. With a fashion line and a movie in the making, 2013 promises to be an amazing year for the chalkboard and Beat FM boy. However, he would love to see some chances in the industry.
The Nigerian entertainment industry, like most industries in Nigeria, are going through an exciting phase. A phase where the future is looking bright. It's looking brighter as each day goes by. The entire world is now focusing on Nigeria entertainment industry. If you think about Wizkid signing with Akon, P-Square with Akon as well, and the band with Kanye West, you see that the whole world is looking to Nigerian entertainment industry. However, we do have a comeback. It's not a structured industry. In the US or the UK, whenever you release a song, each song is coded. So each time any restaurant, any club, any radio station, anywhere, each time they play it, it's credited to the people that actually compose the song. So the artists are able to make a career out of music. That is not happening in this country. And in South Africa, it's actually happening as well. So I think it's a bit sad that we haven't reached a stage whereby artists can be rewarded for their work, because that would ensure that the limitless talents that we have in this country is they're actually making money to feed themselves, actually making money to eat. I think if anything I could change about that, it would be the structure in the industry for artists getting paid for their work.
With a master's degree, maybe, just maybe, one day DJ CAISE will get to create the change he desires, because the sky is not the limit for this disc jockey.
Undisputed champion, nobody can do what I've done. Nobody feet crash, nobody do pass, nobody feet chance, nobody. They like say they don't jazz, nobody, they don't jazz, nobody. They like say they don't Yeah, yo, which kind witchcraft, which kind juju can make you do the things you do? Girls go gaga, guys go cuckoo when you ride the tracks and go choo choo. You who came in the game just like moo moo, now you chopping the game, it's like foo foo. Which voodoo make the flow proper? Which medicine man or which doctor? No shisha, no shakbe. Let me your repete. My time is prime, I'm like keke. Just jeje making my pepe. No obstacle or no hindrance. No gate in front of my entrance. No checkpoint, no roadblock. In a matter of time, I'm gon' blow up. I'm undisputed champion. Nobody can do what I've done. Nobody feet crash. Nobody do pass. Nobody feet chance. Nobody like say they don't jazz. Nobody, they don't jazz. Nobody like say they don't jazz. Every time I grab the mic, I know my flow insane like a psycho. Flow so fat it's needing lipo. Flow so hot it burns on pyro. Undisputed, that's the title. Top of the continent like Cairo. Even down south I rock like Quito. I'm too bad, I'm bad like Michael. Am I about to change the game 2 times? Haters can't kiss between my 2 thighs. Chop boys rising, we the new guys. Anything I can do, they do twice. Anybody else will need a few tries.
Welcome back. Now, if you thought well about the last segment, you'll be even more amazed by our next guest. He is the new Nigerian, and in a few minutes you'll get to find out why and how he fit the bill. But before that, we put the spotlight on a young Nigerian designer, Wisdom of Wisdom Franklin Creations. His pieces are simply beautiful, and I'm sure that after a few glimpses you'll get to agree with me. All that and more coming up next on eBox Inspiring.
My name is Wisdom Anaba, the creative director of Wisdom Franklin. Wisdom Franklin is a fashion house which deals in menswear, women's wear, ready-to-wear and haute couture. So this collection is inspired by the Gelede Festival. The Gelede Festival is celebrated by the Western people in Nigeria, and this festival is said to pay homage to a woman for the supernatural being which she is, and also her body form. Pieces from this collection are tends to encourage the woman's sexuality, not pertaining to nudity, but still it embraces the woman's form and her figure, the silhouette of a woman.
In 2009, the movie Slumdog Millionaire grossed over $300 million worldwide and showed the world the plight of people living in slums in India.
There are slums everywhere.
At the time, the movie was opening in cinemas across the world and receiving great reviews amidst criticism of it showing the slums in India. The United Nations statistics show that there were over 200,000 slums across the world. At that very time in Nigeria, a young man was just about to finish university and was eagerly looking forward to one scheme that has been at the heart of heavy controversy about its importance and existence.
For me, I loved it so much, the fact that I was going to be serving my nation.
The scheme was to take him to the busiest city in Africa and usher him to a purpose his parents had no idea of.
I told my parents, told relatives, and they all kicked against it.
Meet the 25 years old Nigerian that is determined to ensure the children in the slum across Nigeria get an education. Meet OTTO ORONDAAM. Raised in the oil-rich Niger Delta region of Nigeria, OTTO grew up in a home filled with love and support.
Growing up was wonderful. It was really a very beautiful experience because he had parents that really cared about, about him. I could remember back primary school, even at secondary school, my dad could actually starve just to ensure that he pays our school fees. We grew up with the whole mentality to be comfortable and content with that which you have.
A passionate Nigerian, his love for people got him involved in human development at every opportunity he got within and outside the country.
All my life, I've been passionate about creating an impact in the society and making life better for people. I think that was why I actually went to study medicine in the first place. After my university, I had an opportunity to travel to a few West African countries, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Ghana, Senegal, and in these places I learned how to also speak French. So it was a wonderful experience for me. But whilst I was there, the most important part was the fact that I was able to still, impact positively, create, develop young people, and do most of these projects.
The National Youth Service Corps has been heavily criticized over years in Nigeria as a project that has outlived its relevance. The scheme was to ensure paramilitary training for the youths and ensure cultural integration for Africa's most populous nation. After over 30 years of existence and growing tribal and religious outbreaks in the country, many were calling for the scrapping of the scheme. However, the scheme was about to reveal its true spirit. In 2011, OTTO ORONDAAM was deployed to Lagos, southwest Nigeria to service the nation.
Posted to a bank. I love the whole corporate life, wearing the suits, talking to customers, handshakes and all those things that are very beautiful when you watch them on television. But when I got to the bank, it was not fulfilling. Most times I was always watching CNN, and whenever they show the whole Africa picture, you see the bad things, you see the negative things about Africa.
In a country where over 80% of our youths are unemployed and are clamoring for change, OTTO ORONDAAM quit banking to the surprise of his parents and family.
I got to believe, or I've always believed, that we are the change. If we actually want to create an impact in the society, it must begin with us. We need to be the change we want to see in the world. And eventually I told people around me that I was going to leave the bank. I wanted to leave the bank. I told my parents, told relatives, and they all kicked against it. Like, come on, young man, life is not bed of roses. Things are not the way you see it. You wouldn't just expect things. Life is difficult. You have a job, just take it. And yes, it was a job that I can tell you millions of Nigerians would want to go for. And eventually I made up my mind and I left the bank.
United Nations estimated that there are over 200,000 slums across the world, most of them in major cities. In 2005, a report showed that the slums in mega city of Lagos, southwest Nigeria, was going to grow at an exponential rate.
Among several issues which we will say are affecting Nigeria as a nation, one of it is actually education. And it's for me, I see it as the most pertinent issue which should be duly addressed. Statistics from different agencies like the Ministry of Education, we have about 10 million children who are currently out of school. UNICEF says about 5.7 million, and these numbers are in millions. It's not like we're talking about hundreds. These are children of school age but are not in school. And that poses so much threat to the nation at the moment and in the next few years. If nothing is being done, imagine these kids in the next 20 years, what's going to happen to them.